Just over 2 weeks ago, this car was completely totaled, and now today, she is dang near 100% complete. Got the first start out of the way yesterday. Today, we are going on our very first drive in the final edition Evo 10. We got quite a bit of things to accomplish before we can go drive it, but man oh man, this thing is nearly complete and almost ready to get all the mods. The first thing that we're gonna work on is getting the hydraulic systems bled, the clutch and the brakes. So what we need to do is go ahead and pop this cap off here, and we will be using this. This is the nicest addition to the shop in the world. This is a hydraulic brake and clutch pressure bleeder so that you don't need anyone inside. This is strictly just a one-person job. What we're gonna do first is fill this up with our brake fluid. We're also gonna fill up this guy with brake fluid. You don't need much, maybe an inch in the bottom should be good. Take the appropriate cap, put it on the reservoir, and we're gonna pump this up to about 30 PSI. All right, we are ready to start bleeding. So the order on an Evo 10 is driver rear, passenger front, passenger rear, driver front. I don't know if this matters, but I always start on the inside bleeder first. And being that this line is clear, you can see the bubbles come through. As soon as bubbles stop coming through, should be good to go. Brakes are all finished up. Let's move on to the clutch. Clutch is a little bit trickier to get to. You can pull the airbox off if needed, but the bleeder is right there. Same exact concept. Put it on your wrench, hook up this hose, crack the bleeder, till nowhere it comes out, close the bleeder, done. Brakes are done, clutch is done. T-case oil level is set to do the trans, same concept as the T-case. Pull out this plug right here and let it drain till it drains no more. We're going to be running water for now, just to ensure we don't have any sort of cooling system leaks. Let's go ahead and knock out the AYC bleed. So open the trunk. Right back here is a reservoir. This here is the fluid needed for your AYC. ATF SP3. Now bleeding with the Autel is very, very difficult. Go into AYC, special function, air bleed, hit OK. Hit OK. And you're done. Quite simple. Now there is a manual way of bleeding the AYC ACD system on these cars, but it takes a long time. So I would prefer to just pull out the Autel and do it in 2 seconds. Everything is bled out. We're pretty much ready for the first drive. Let's go ahead and slap on this front fender bumper. That can wait for later. Fenders on, wheels are on, side skirt, only one side skirt is on. I need a bracket for the other side. Car is alive and running, and for the first time in who knows how many freaking years, this thing is about to drive out of the shop. Drive under its own power. My friends, the car is outside for the first time. First time. This is the first time. Let's go on our first drive. Now we can't go far because I'm missing the hood latch cable, and just so the hood doesn't get stuck down and be a straight pain to get off, the hood latch is not on. So if I go over like 10 miles an hour, the hood's probably gonna fly up, but still. Let's go on our first drive. No check engine light, we have a TPMS light, an airbag light. Airbag light, of course, being that the seatbelt's missing, and this has the occupancy, like a weight sensor in it that needs to be calibrated. But other than that, it's a complete car. Well, minus the windshield, front bumper, and headlights. Hey, it moves. That belt is really, really cool. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. I already know that that reverse works. You guys probably can't hear me with all this wind noise. It's kind of fun driving a car with no windshield though. All right, that's enough. I don't dare drive more and let the hood fly up and destroy the hood, destroy the roof. That would not be a fun situation or scenario whatsoever. Very, very, very successful first drive in the final edition Evo 10. You want to see the coolest part about the final edition? Other than that badge right there, the dash even says final edition. Look at that. That is so cool. First drive was a great success. Now, as you can see, we have all of the parts laid out for the project. We have a set of headlights, a flex fuel kit, full box from Extreme Turbo Systems. Up here is a random, not a random, it's a Cobb Evo 10 3-port EBCS I've had laying around. Taillights, one set of CE28s, a front lip, one set of TE37s. We needed to decide which wheels we're gonna run. A set of tires, another box from ETS, a test pipe, and a box from Radium. Now there is one part we're waiting on, should be here hopefully within a couple minutes. But in the meantime, I wanna get all of this stuff opened up and see what we got. I'm excited. So we have the first two boxes opened up. From ETS, we had the front mount, 3-inch front mount with all of the intercooler piping, intake, couplers, all that good stuff. Radium, we have our regulator, catch can kit, rail, and the clutch fork stopper. Let's do this big boy. This is another box from ETS. First part out of the ETS box. This is an external dump down pipe. Instead of the wastegate recirculating back into the down pipe, she comes out here. Sounds incredible. Here's the full exhaust system for the car. So this is a ETS V3 dual muffler catback. It's their in-between model, I would say. They have a quiet, they have the dual muffler, and then they have the extreme. The quiet, simply put, it's too quiet. The extreme, it's completely, I guess you would say, straight pipe. No muffler, no resonator. This being right in between it sounds perfect. This is what I run on my Evo 10, and this is what Bobby's Evo 10 is getting. So there's that. Here is the test pipe, and of course the ETS opened up downpipe. Full exhaust system. This is gonna sound freaking amazing. As far as all the fuel system stuff, this is all the car needs. Walbro 450 install kit, set of Cobb 1300cc injectors, and an Exigent Solutions flex fuel kit utilizing the Innovate gauge, and of course some of the radium goodies for the fuel system as well. This will be plenty for how much power we're trying to make with the Evo 10. All right, we're all finished up with the engine mods for now. There's one part remaining that should be here hopefully soon. Let's do the headlights and taillights, wheels, and we got to choose which wheels we're running on the car. As you guys know, there's like five or six different styles of taillights for Evo 10s. There's a lot. These are the ones I run on my white car. These are my favorite ones possible. They're the HC Motions, I want to say, is the brand. And I think they're about 250 bucks. Now for headlights, there's really only two, I guess you could say three styles. You got OEM, which we don't have, mine were destroyed. You have the VLANs, which are these guys here. Really like these headlights. And I think HC Motions also makes a set of headlights, which we ran on the orange wide body Evo 10 maybe a year ago. These are, in my opinion, the most simple, clean, not crazy looking headlight possible. OEMs are nice, but these are better. So this is what we're running for the headlights. All right, let's move on to the wheels. I've never ever ran a set of CE 28s on any of the builds. I love Volks, I love Rays. I run TEs all the time and ZEs all the time, but never a set of TEs or never a set of CEs. So let's open these up first. I'm hoping that I like these better than the TEs because I need to stop running TEs on everything. So these are the Volk CE28 Club Racer 2s. Color of choice I went with was Diamond Dark Gunmetal. See how it looks. Oh man. If that ain't the most beautiful. Let me pull it out of the box. Look at this wheel. Look at the lip. Look at the everything. Now they do include the red decals that you're supposed to put on this one, or I think two of the spokes get a red decal. And I think if we left the OEM red brakes, or red brakes in general, with the red decals, along with the final edition red stitching on the interior, it would really complete everything. So this is wheel choice number one. I'm pretty confident we're gonna go with these, but let's open the TEs. I do think I like the darker color of the CEs over the TEs for this color of car. Very last part that we've been waiting on just arrived. What are you doing?
Peeking at you.
Would you like to see my mods?
Sure.
Come on in, Willis. What do you think?
Holy crap.
What?
That is a lot of stuff.
Yep. Let's open up my last part.
Okay, let's do it. Which wheels are you going with?
Which ones do you like better?
I gotta look at them better. I like those.
So this is the part that's gonna make the car actually fast. And I have a feeling, Bobby, that once you drive this car, you're gonna want yours tamed down to this level. Because this is gonna make right about 500 wheel on pump gas.
I don't think
or ethanol.
People don't know I really have an Evo anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Oh. I forgot I had one. You almost cut me.
This, my friends, is a 57 millimeter turbocharger from my good friends over at Art Gennari Turbo. So this is what's gonna bring all the goodies together. All that is kind of pointless without this. It's a little overkill, huh, Bob?
Very true.
So this is just a little guy, 57 mil, not really little guy, but
Was that the one for my car?
No, you're getting a 64.
I don't want a 64.
Haas.
I want that one.
And this is a beautiful unit. They just came out with an updated compressor wheel. And it's got an anti-surge housing on it. Kind of simulates a T51R mod. Hopefully it's loud and spooly like a T51R.
Wow.
So that's the last part. What do you think?
Can I are these the same ones that I have?
No, those are way better than yours. I can't stand yours.
I know, I like mine though.
Yeah, I know. Any other parts you want to steal?
Steel? I would like this whole setup, please. And the whole interior placed in my car. Wow, this is very nice. As a matter of fact, I'd like to keep it.
You want to go drive with no windshield?
No, it definitely needs to be cleaned.
That's your job. I did a quickie, but you can do the details. Deal? Now that we got all the mods out of the way, let's focus on getting this car complete. So it needs a set of headlights and the front bumper installed, assembled and installed. Firstly, let's get some headlights on this car. Now when you order a new set of VLANs, they do not come with any bulbs. So the bulbs that we're going to be installing are a nice set of LED. These are D2H bulbs. I believe it's the same as the D2S. Let's make sure they fit. Bulbs fit great. Now in the past, every other time I've ran these headlights on Evo 10, I'll install the factory ballast, igniter cord, and bulb. But of course, this car, I don't have any of that stuff. So I figured I'm gonna test out some LEDs this time around and see how they go. First headlight is on. Let's turn on the headlights and see if we got that LED bulb wired properly. Okay, so initially it was backwards. Now with it on, that looks pretty freaking bright, man. I'm excited to drive this thing at night and see how they are. First headlight is on, fits absolutely perfect. I was a little bit worried about this side fitment wise, just because this is the side the car was damaged on. But as you can see, it fits perfect. Both headlights are on. Blinkers are functioning, DRLs are functioning, low beam and high beam are functioning. Everything is good to go. Let's grab the bumper, get the bumper fully assembled with the grille, the fog lights, all that good stuff, and get the bumper on the car. All right, so I got the bumper on. I think it looks absolutely ridiculous. It is missing quite a bit of pieces. We're missing the upper mesh for the grille, lower mesh, the lower air ducts, which covers a lot of that empty space in there. Of course, missing the hood latch, so the hood is sitting up a little bit, but the car is 99% complete. A few little pieces I'm waiting on to come in from the dealer, and this thing will be looking freaking fresh. Let's move on to the wheels. So currently it has the RPF ones, so like 18 by 9.5 plus 25 or 27. We got both these wheels sitting here. Here's a true good side by side. I'm gonna test fit both, and I'm gonna ask you guys on Instagram which ones you prefer, the CEs or the HEs. The very first official test fit. Oh man, I don't think that will be able to be beat with any set of wheels. CEs on an Evo 10, perfect. You know, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice, but it ain't that. this is it. I'm confident this is it. All right, the results are in. You guys have spoken. This car is gonna be staying with the RPF 1 reps. No, I'm kidding. CE28's won by a lot. Mounted, balanced, cleaned up, ready to go. Now I'm assuming she will need to be lowered, but let's give it a shot. All right, that looks pretty freaking good, but she's a little high. Like I was imagining earlier, she's a touch on the high side, especially up front. If we dropped it maybe ½ inch, I think it'd be a good height to not rub and scrape and destroy all the panels, and it would look a whole lot better. But man, oh man, I think this is definitely the right choice for the Evo 10. I'll probably leave it this height for now. I might mess with the height a little bit tomorrow, but we have more important things to do. Turbo, fuel system, exhaust, intake, full intercooler kit, tune. It's a little more important than fixing that wheel gap. That is gonna be a wrap on the day. I hope you guys enjoyed. First drive, new wheels, unboxed all this good stuff, and wheels are on the freaking car. If you wanna win this thing, hit the link down below. Every $3 you spend is 1 entry, and I will see you guys tomorrow.